John 13, Jesus does something outrageous. He's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Great I Am, the Ancient of Days, the Alpha, the Omega. He's all that and the proverbial bag of chips. Jesus is the bomb. He is Messiah. He is God in flesh. And what he does is he washes the nasty feet of his disciples. What? Yeah. Now, we can read this and kind of gloss over it, but let me give you a little more background and show you the profundity of this task. What Jesus did was just outrageous. When you had a gathering of men in the Middle East, you always hired a slave to be the foot washer, someone that came in and that would wash everybody's feet. Why? Because they would be reclined at a table and their nasty feet would be in each other's faces. Practically, their appetite is not enhanced by a nasty foot in your face, just saying. So, but they didn't hire one. They didn't do it. So they're all sitting around going, who's going to wash feet? Who's going to wash feet? And these guys were so arrogant and entitled, they weren't going to stoop to do it. So Jesus, the leader, did it. You see, Jesus modeled what we call servant leadership. He donned the towel of leadership, and he washed feet. Leaders, if you think you're better than, you are not. Biblical leadership means humility of servanthood. That you're going to do whatever needs to be done, and you're not above anything that needs to be done. I've been around ministry a long, long time, and I remember cleaning bathrooms in a middle school cafeteria because somebody had to do it, and I didn't want to volunteer to do that nasty thing, so I did it. Now, I'm not saying I'm this great leader like Jesus, but what I am saying is that a leader has to say, get off your high horse and take care of your people. Sometimes they need a little extra grace. Sometimes they need more prayer. Sometimes they need a listening ear. Sometimes they need you need to do the task that's the uncomfortable task. But a leader washes feet, and that's what Jesus did. You know, Jesus said this, greater love has no man than this, that he would lay down his life for his friends. And you're my friends. When Jesus was talking about that, he was two things about life. Laying down his life physically, which he did, laying down his entitlement and his title, which he did. And Paul said it this way, have this mind in you that was also in Christ Jesus, that even though he existed in the form of God, did not equate equality with God a thing to be grasped, but he emptied himself, and he took on the form of a servant, even a bondservant, and became obedient even to death on a cross. That's leading like Jesus. Leaders wash feet. If you've got a ministry position because you want a title, you are dead wrong. If you've got a ministry position because you want to take care of people, you are like Jesus. Lead like him. It makes all the difference. So I challenge you. Find some nasty feet. Wash them. All for Jesus.